So what you see here is Decentr, a new type of browser which fully supports Web 3.0. And you should be interested in this if you care a lot about privacy and or if you want to make some money. So to see the project, we should always go to the white paper of the project itself. This is a must for every project which is based on cryptocurrencies and blockchain in general. So this is the white paper of Decentr, and as you can see, the main title is Your Data is Value. I already downloaded and read it, so let's directly go to the main purpose, which is to ensure that data never has to be bought or sold in the traditional sense, freeing up the exchange of data on a voluntary basis. Instead, on Decentr, data itself is reused and exchanged by users. And they manage to do this thanks to the blockchain technology. In fact, the first thing that they will ask you to do when you install the web browser is to create a wallet in which you will store your data encrypted and safely. But we will see this in the next video. Decentr has a very ambitious project because it does not only want to be a web browser, instead he also wants to be a bridge between the old browsers and Web 3.0. For all browsers, I mean Chrome or Safari or Mozilla Firefox. They give an explanation of what it is Web 3.0 for them because Web 3.0 is not a standard yet. Anyway, what they want to do is that user data has to be 100% decentralized and stored as money, like cryptocurrencies. And that's because, like cryptocurrencies, data stored in such a way should be completely safe and impossible to get unless you have the private key to your wallet. For more details about private key and public key, just check the videos in my account. So let's just say that usually now when we go to Chrome or Firefox, all of our data are being captured by these great businesses and then being sold to other businesses to improve their products for a lot of money. And in fact, this is what they say at the beginning. In fact, this market at the end of 2020 has reached almost 1 trillion in value, which is a billion of dollars. So our data are already being used and sold by these big businesses. And what the Decentrs aim to do is to become a non-profit organization and deliver all our data as value back to our pockets. And not only Decentr wants to be a web browser and a bridge, it also wants to be a marketplace of our data in which we, obviously if we allow it, can give and distribute our data to different companies to improve their products. And in exchange, they will give us some money back. And this money is given back as a form of the cryptocurrency of the project itself, which is DEC. Now, DEC doesn't have much of value because it's still in the early stages of this project, but it will be the main components of everything that works in the center space. But we will see about the tech and the cryptocurrency specifics just in a few minutes. And the most important thing about users who care about privacy is that thanks to the blockchain technology, our data being encrypted and distributed in the network, is that our data will be completely safe and sure unless we give our consent to use it. So this will be 100% in compliance with the GDPR regulation of Europe. So actually Decentr could be one of the first browsers which the European government itself suggests to use, thanks to its great privacy protection policy. So now that we've seen that for the privacy users, this is the best web browsers ever because it is 100% secure and anonymous until we give them right to access our data, let's see about earning some money. In order to give value about our data, they decided to use an applied cooperative game theory, which they call as PDV. And PDV is the value accredited by community consensus. which means they give the example of a person who spent $400 in electricity and another one who spends 200. So if we were to look just about the money, then obviously the one who spent $400 would give the most for society. But if he uses the $400 electricity to create drugs, illegal narcotics, then it would be a cost to the society and not an improvement. Whereas the one who spent $200 for charitable activities, then it would be a good thing about society. And to make it simple, I think it's very easy if we think about the advertisement on TVs. People would pay more for advertisement to advertise their merchandise during lunch or dinner, and they would pay less to advertise their merchandise at 3 in the morning because no one is going to watch it. So I think that our PDV is calculated on the base of what sites are we going to and what actions are we performing in such sites. Because obviously our data, if we give the consent to, will be shared with other manufacturers and businesses in order to improve their business overall. And I really like the way that they put not only the user as the protagonist, but also the company. Because here they say that a company can follow up their customer and other stakeholders in order to improve the overall business consumer PDV. They can figure out and determine what products create less PDV and improve them. So overall, Decentr doesn't want to be just a web browser or even just a bridge between the Web 3.0 and other browsers, but it really wants to be a marketplace where people can use and exchange their data in order to improve the society overall, which is really great. This is something is a very high goal to achieve. The remaining of the paper just give the benefits of such a solution, repurposing the data as a legitimate currency for paying and trading online. So not just hiding the fact that our data is already being sold, but actually give a credit to our data and what we do online. It will be easier, it will cost less, and it will help the global energy consumers if all the people would start trading data inside the Decentr ecosystem. And also all the licenses like open source, readable, blah, blah, blah. So all the things that say that this is actually a good project, which can help the users who want to keep their anonymity safe, because their data will never be even seen by other companies unless they give their consent to. They will help the businesses because all the actions are encrypted and stored in a blockchain, which means that the data is 100% authentic, and even to the users who want to make some money to be able to use and exchange their data to receive some cashback. Regarding what you can or cannot do with this browser, so there is an adblock integrated with the browser, which means that every single advertisement will automatically be blocked, even though it's not as good as the Brave one. And so there is still room for improvement. There is also a VPN integrated, so if we search for example, Netflix, it will probably be an Italian result because now I'm currently in Italy. But if I say that it will start from Tokyo, let's see, like this, then it will probably think that I'm in Tokyo now. So yes, Japanese characters. But this still has room to improve because, for example, Netflix recognizes that this is a VPN and block my access to it. So let's just stop it. Also, if we want to use WhatsApp Web, WhatsApp says that this has to be updated. So this works on Chromium, such as Google Chrome and Brave, but it's not fully integrated yet. So this is still a small project. As we can see in the market cap, it's only 8 million, which is really, really low. It can still go wrong, or maybe it will be a Pearl that will just be the best browser in this years that comes. So I don't know, I will start using it because it's new. It cares about privacy and I can even make money from it. And also, just to show how small of a project it is, let's just compare it to the biggest one in the crypto world, which is Brave browser, which its token is the basic attention token, and this has a market cap of around 1,400,000,000. So if Decentr is going to be as good as Brave, then let's just do a simple math. 1,400,000,000 divided by 8,000,000.2. Yeah, it can grow of around 170 times more. So this is just a simple math, and this is if actually the Decentr browser gets as good as the Brave browser. I think it will be even more, but there is still risk because there could be anything that goes wrong. Maybe the team is not good enough, maybe there is a competitor, or there are so many things that can go wrong. But if this goes well, then it could actually be something that goes 170 times more than what you invest. And that's the main reason why I'm going to invest it. And in the next video, I will show you how I do it. Also, remember to check the description because in every video that I do, I put all the stuff that I use and you can have some free crypto if you use them too. For example, this browser or even the search engine, which I'll do a video later.